ready.
That's very, very loud.
Everybody's going to turn down their volume.
R.I.P. headphone users.
Mitch,
Hey.
take it away.
No. Anyways, I'm assuming he's talking about social media. So,
Well, you got to introduce everybody.
Welcome to Entertain This podcast.
All that kind of
movies,
stuff.
TV shows.
well, I'm the only one important. You've already said my name.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, you have me, Mitch, the one who actually looks up and schedules stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then you have
Hayden.
and
Tom.
okay, there we go. Anyways, on to our social media.
This is a podcast about movies,
TV shows, and video games.
Look,
This is like episode, 58?
We're at 58. If they don't know by now,
It could be a first-time listener.
You never
You
know.
gotta be courteous. You know.
they're about to find out.
What if France guy goes to Germany and he wants to tell people from Germany about this cool podcast he's listening to?
Well, then he's already told them, so they already know what it's about.
Okay.
Shout out to our listeners in Germany and France.
Thanks, France guy.
Yeah, our one France guy.
I'm going to call him Jean-Luc from now on.
All right, well, we have our entertainthispodcast.com, which will also take you to our Facebook Entertain This Podcast group, our Entertain This page. Then we have our Twitter, which is entertain.this. We have our Patreon, which is patreon.com, entertain_this, and we have our Twitch account.
Mm.
Also, we have our YouTube channel, which is Entertain This, exclamation point, not ellipses.
No, not those evil Ohio people.
We don't talk about those people. Yep.
So
I got punished.
yes.
I had to watch a movie. A movie that began production in 1999 and premiered in 2008.
So a bit of a delay.
A little bit. It's called Delgo. It's considered to be one of the worst animated movies ever made.
Was it?
Yeah, it's up there.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I did.
And how long were you holding on to this punishment and didn't
Since
get to use
day
it?
one. Since podcast episode numero uno. And I got punished with it. But it's pretty bad. It did win an award for Best Animated Film in Brazil.
Oh, yeah?
So there you go. I guess
Competition must not have been steep that year.
I don't know. I hear that from the film nerd circle of people that I know that Brazil actually has a pretty steep art oriented film competition. But
What is the premise of this film?
all right, so there are wizard lizards and there are hairy fairies, and they're at war with each other, like in a Romeo and Juliet style. One of the wizard lizards and the hairy fairies fall in love with each other, and yeah. But anyway, so the hairy fairies are bad, and I guess for the most part, considering that Delgo is the main character who happens to be a wizard lizard. He's terrible at his magic stuff. He only fights people, and he doesn't want to learn magic, whatever. Stuff ensues. Bad guys, the hairy fairies, they have like, they're trying to keep the peace with the wizard lizards, but there's like, a coup going on in the ranks. The king, his sister, I guess, wanted to dethrone him, kills the queen. They chop off her wings, and then they banish her to like this place where these alligator-looking doom bad guys live, and she like convinces them to let her lead them. I don't know. And she has this evil castle out in the middle of nowhere. Then the general for the hairy fairies is still loyal to her, or I guess a colonel, because the general is somebody different. But the colonel like works with her to essentially cause a coup to happen. He like preys on the general's gambling addiction and gets him to gamble something very important that causes him to be thrown into prison. Yeah. Then the princess, who has survived, the assassination of her mom and stuff like that. She more or less she's grown up and she's out playing or adventuring, and she sees Delgo dangling from a cliff. And she decides to rescue him, even though he doesn't want to be rescued by her, but he's going to die, so she rescues him, and that begins to spark their romantic relationship, the Romeo and Juliet style relationship.
Did you watch this with your kids?
I watched a good bit with my son, who could not sit still, so that was probably the worst part, is just trying to pay attention to this terrible movie, and my son just bouncing off the walls, just bored out of his mind. The short of it is like there's a big battle that happens, and everybody is okay in the end, and the bad guy dies, and blah blah blah.
Massive fight, one person dies.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, no,
Captured.
The general on the good. Yeah, I guess he would be the good guy. He ends up dying in the end, but whatever. It's a pretty cliche, just standard stupid plot that for some fantasy, whatever world, and yeah. But the worst part about it is the animation. Like they're very flat, like ugly looking creatures, and they're hard to look at because they don't have any defining features. They have like very round faces with like flat noses and small beady eyes. Mm-hmm. So it's hard for you to pick up on their emote and stuff.
So easy CGI rendering. I
guess. I mean, they started this in 1999.
But they won an award
in Brazil, and then they didn't finish this until 2008, 3 years after famous people died, like Anne Bancroft, who was married to
Mel Brooks,
and John Vernon, who was
he was the dean in Animal House.
Yeah, he was in Dirty Harry and stuff like that. Yeah. So, yeah,
double secret probation.
This movie was dedicated to them 3 years after they died. But it was bad. Michael Clark Duncan was in it also. Oh. Mm. And so when I watched this, I had to watch it on a YouTube video because that was the only thing that I could find to make it work. I couldn't get it off of Amazon. I was going to pay for it if I had to, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I found it on this sketch YouTube dark network channel. This guy was playing it projected onto his TV in the back of his living room, and I had to watch it from I guess his couch or something like that. So
no wonder your son wasn't interested. It wasn't even live.
Yeah, it was hard to watch. I'm sure it would be terrible to watch in normal circumstances. But I also think that they sped up the audio a little bit too, because there's no way they sound that stupid in this film. And it was pretty bad. Chris Kattan plays the plucky side character for Delgo.
Why not?
He's the most annoying character, just falling down and just doing stupid stuff all the time, dropping things and getting in trouble. And he has dumb one-liners that are just, they cringe. And yeah, it was an amalgamation of every standalone fantasy movie that never had an origin story. It was just a bunch of producers, no writers that got locked into a room and somebody held a gun to their head and say,
"Come up with a movie now."
Yeah. And they did that, and then they just thought of other movies, and they just tried their best to how do we convert this plot device from, I don't know, Once and Future King into this movie, or Romeo and Juliet into this movie. And, and they're I don't know. There's no originality into it, despite their names and what the characters were. So it was bad. I give it a 2.5 maybe.
So this was definitely a punishment.
Oh yeah, yeah. I wouldn't recommend it for anybody. It's long too. Unnecessarily long.
Your recommendation was to punish one of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I came across the movie 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was like, oh, that'd be a good one. And then Hayden brought up he had it. And then when the time came, it's I'm not going to get to watch this.
Yeah.
Ha!
It was bad. It's got Freddie Prinze Jr. What's Freddie Prinze Jr.'s wife's name?
I have no
Jeff Hewitt.
I'm going to say Mrs. Freddie Prinze Jr.
That's his actual wife?
Jennifer Love Hewitt. Didn't they get married at some point?
I don't know.
Well, anyways, It was a $40 million movie. It made around $900,000.
They couldn't even break $1 million.
No. This was released in the theater stuff. So, yeah.
This must have picked up good at the Razzies.
I read a little bit about the production. It was filmed, well, I guess created in Georgia, and they used a lot of people from SCAD to do the animation. So, not a lot of good movies come out of SCAD. They think that they're great film people, but yeah. And they used some high school students to do all the acting, to do their references. So, like, the voice actors never acted anything. They just voice recorded. Mm-hmm. And then they had, like, some kids just, do the motions and stuff like that so they could reference it when they animated it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this is before motion capture and stuff. So, it was bad. It was hard to watch. So, yeah.
Glad I didn't have to watch it.
All right, well, if that's your punishment review. We'll see what you get punished with. Oh, wait, you won't get punished.
No, it's Tom's turn.
Yeah, it'll be me or Tom.
No.
So we'll move on to movies, which I had movies.
What'd you watch?
Army of the Dead.
Bum, bum, bum.
Surprise, surprise. I liked it. It was pretty good. It's right now it's sitting at like a 7.4 on IMDb.
Oh, yeah, it just came out, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like
tomorrow.
Yesterday? Tomorrow. Oh. How'd you manage this?
Well, technically it's in theaters.
Oh, okay.
But it comes out on Netflix tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's how I saw it.
Through the magic of the internet.
What are you talking about? Now, to start off with, I've looked up some information. This isn't a sequel to Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, I figured.
It'll kind of reference like things that happened, but it's almost like in a joking manner that it references those things from the Dawn of the Dead movie. Like what if this had happened? But this starts off where you have like this military convoy which is driving down the road. They're transporting from a place that shall not be named, which they kind of reference to like Area 51.
Oh, okay.
They have this big shipping container. Well, this other person that's driving the opposite way down the road is not paying attention. They cause a wreck. The shipping container gets broken open. It has a zombie in it. And he starts killing some of the soldiers and stuff that were like injured in the crash. Mm-hmm. And then it just happens to be right outside Las Vegas. So
a car crash caused the end of the world. Yeah,
like the zombie was being transported.
Don't text and drive. You might end the world.
The zombie was being transported, and then it crashed, and they're right outside Las Vegas. And in this zombie world, they contained it to all in Las Vegas before it got too far out.
Somebody didn't do a proper con op. You need to have
that road closed.
A primary, a contingent, and an alternate emergency form of transporting.
You would think with something like this.
I'm just quoting military stuff right now.
But anyways, they end up like quarantining the city. They have people that like send in military and stuff to go in to save people while they're trying to basically put this barrier up of it's pretty much just shipping containers that are like stacked on top of each other all the way around Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. But you have Dave Bautista, which plays I forgot his character's name.
From Orbit.
I don't remember the actual characters' names, but I remember the some of the actors.
Bautista.
Yeah, it was Dave Bautista. It's the same thing. But he's the main character. In the very beginning, it kind of reveals some of his backstory. Like when he goes in, and when he comes back out, like his wife gets turned, like while in the first few days, right outside Las Vegas, and he ends up having to kill his wife right in front of his daughter, and so they kind of have a strained relationship through the rest of the movie, and more stuff gets revealed along the way on why
Thanos killed his parents or his family.
You have several other characters that in the grand scheme of things, it's just a big action movie. The characters
with zombies.
Yeah, other than Batista, his daughter, and like one or two other characters, there's not really a whole lot of depth to them, other than just a little, this is who they are.
So they want to go in to Vegas and steal something, some heist. Right?
Yeah, this high-ranking Asian businessman has a casino that he knows that there's like $500 million still in the basement of,
right?
And he wants that money. So they have, I think it was 72 hours to go inside this zombie-infested world to go to this bank and get the money out.
This just sounds like the premise of a Call of Duty game.
Well, they have 72 hours because the U.S. is planning on a tactical nuke to destroy and get rid of all the zombies.
Wow. You had to wait till Monday to hire these
for
guys.
Business hours.
But all right, so question: why does the world care about money right now?
Well, because
It's just Las Vegas.
Yeah, just remember, Las Vegas is the only place that's been affected by the zombies at this
Okay.
time.
All right.
So they're still running corporations and stuff on the outside.
all right.
Still business as normal.
Yeah,
Everywhere else.
and then when they go inside, like they kind of hint at the beginning that some of these zombies aren't the same as your typical zombie. Some are a little faster, stronger, and smarter, which you see in the commercial, like the trailer and stuff like that. But their reasoning behind that is like the zombies that like the original like first few zombies that were created or that have lived the longest. Kind of, it's like they develop their brain a little more as they, the longer they're alive.
They went to zombie school.
Yeah. So they have different classes of zombies. Like you have the walkers or the shamblers, whatever they call them, that are just like your typical brainless, mind walking zombies.
Yeah.
And then you have like another class, which there's less of them, but they're the strong ones, the fast ones that can think. They kind of like form their own
Zombie posse.
zombie military kind of thing where like they'll all charge together and follow commands by the main guy.
Huh.
By the main zombie?
Yeah, there's two main zombies. There's the guy and then his technically wife. So
Who are given that they like talk in like English, or they're just like
no. They just kind of give out like grunts and growls and stuff like that.
So it's like Gemini Man. What's that called?
I Am Legend?
I Am Legend.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Like I Am Legend and Left 4 Dead combined.
Yeah,
All right.
that's a good
and
good
Ocean's
analogy.
11.
And Ocean's 11. Sprinkle in some Ocean's 11 in there.
But you have your typical like all these military guys going in for this thing. There's some backstabbing, some people wanting more money and things like this. So it's a good action movie. I mean, it's not something that's going to be like award winning, but it's fun to watch.
I mean, it's on Netflix. What else are you going to do?
Yeah, on Netflix it'll be free. Supposedly it's been in development since 2004.
Yeah, I knew that Snyder wanted to do some more zombie stuff after Dawn of the Dead, but he got bogged down with comic book stuff. So.
And then like another thing that a rumor that I found was like what Snyder said that while they were on set, like he said this himself, he wouldn't allow chairs on set because this is supposed to be like one long continuous journey. So he wanted people to
be tired,
be kind of tired and uncomfortable feeling where they can't just sit down and rest because they're in this. The whole movie pretty much takes place inside this zombie zone. So he wanted it to be more realistic. If they wanted
real zombies on set, chasing
if
the
you
actors
wanted,
around.
if they wanted to sit down, they had to sit down on like the car set.
You've been on
or
a
whatever.
movie set.
Yes, I know.
You got to sit down sometime.
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
That's terrible. Well, okay, good for him.
And the biggest thing I can say, like Batista, like you've seen him in like his Drax and the Stuber movies and all this other stuff. He does really well with his emotional scenes. Like for a guy that came from wrestling, to me, I mean, The Rock, he's kind of like goofy and stuff all the time, but Batista does really well. Like he making you believe that like he's actually upset about stuff.
Yeah,
he seems like he actually cares. In the movie about things. So
yeah, he seems to be the more talented individual to come out of the wrestling world.
Yeah,
be a great Dom for Gears of War or something if they decide to do that.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, so what would you rate it?
I'd give it a 7.
Okay.
It's like I said, it's a movie that's definitely worth watching at least once if you like anything like that. It's a good action movie, and it's technically free.
I'll probably watch it
as far as
tomorrow.
Netflix.
Yeah.
But on to my movie news. Hocus Pocus 2 has been confirmed with all the original cast coming out in 2022.
I thought, didn't we talk about this last year?
I thought it was coming out this year.
Well, no, it was rumored and stuff that they were trying to get it done and stuff, but now it's confirmed that it's actually coming out with everyone from the original.
I feel like every time it's confirmed. All right, so what do you know about it?
It's confirmed.
I know that it's confirmed.
That's
I
it?
just
all
saw
the original actors, even the original cat.
But
they taxidermied him, put him like little cybernetics in him. He's a robot cat.
Yeah, I just saw this like right before we started doing the podcast. They sent out like a little notification on my phone. So I'm kind of excited. I love that. That's one of my favorite Halloween
That was
movies.
always one of the highlight Halloween movies to come on.
We'll see how bad you feel after seeing how old these child actors are nowadays.
Yeah.
And how well they can transcribe like the most 90s feeling movie into like the 2020s.
I'm sure like from the 90s when the witches came back, they were like, oh my gosh, at this technology. Imagine when they come back now,
the internet.
They're like, how did they know we were coming? Whip out a cell phone.
Yeah. So.
But
We'll see what happens. Interesting.
HBO Max is putting out a brand new movie exclusively to their stuff, which will be Batgirl, which I think it could be interesting if it's done right. I didn't get the name of the people, but the same ones that made Bad Boys for Life, the newest one, which to me that's one of the best ones out of those. Well, I guess it's the second best one other than the original.
Is it Barbara Gordon?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Who's playing Barbara Gordon?
They haven't announced a cast for her yet.
Okay.
But they're the ones that are going to direct it, and I really like the Bad Boys for Life movie. It was pretty good.
That's cool.
And then Injustice: Gods Among Us.
Yeah, I saw they're going to adapt that to a movie.
Yeah, it's getting made into an animated movie, which that's a really good storyline. So
that would be good to do animated.
Yeah, it's basically like Superman and a select set of other superheroes and villains band together to take over, thinking they know the best for the world. And then Batman and another set of superheroes and villains.
Gods Among Us doesn't that start when Lex Luthor, I think, is president?
I think he's president. I don't know.
And Joker makes Superman destroy Metropolis.
Well, no, in this one, Joker makes Superman think he convinces him that Lois is Doomsday. Mm-hmm. So he takes Lois up and kills her in the upper atmosphere, thinking it's Doomsday, and realizes that she's pregnant after he kills her. So he lost both. Mm-hmm. So Superman kind of loses it. He goes he walks through the walls and stuff and kills Joker in the prison.
Wow.
And then him and Batman kind of have at odds and stuff. And
he killed Batman's girlfriend. All right, TV. So I watched a show called Mayor of Easttown. It's on HBO, starring Kate Winslet. It's got Guy Pearce and Peter, American Horror Story. Peter Evans. He's in
Quicksilver.
Yeah, Quicksilver and stuff like that. It's kind of like a crime drama, almost a noir, but from a soccer mom standpoint. So it's not a comedy. It's actually really heavy and serious. It's got some funny beats and stuff here and there, but it's 7 episodes. They're about over an hour long each. So, but me and the wife watched it. It's got 2 episodes left. And up to this point, it's not bad. It's pretty heavy stuff. They talk a lot about, sex crimes, and they go into a detective's kind of psyche when they're trying to figure out what a person would do with a girl that they abducted and stuff like that. There's a little bit of gore. I mean, there's some bodies and stuff like that here and there.
Is Kate Winslet a detective or something?
She's the main detective of the town. It's some Philadelphia suburb, and she's the way they depict her character is pretty interesting. And there's 2 detectives for this town, and they're all under this hardened police chief. She's been investigating a missing person for over a year, and the town kind of hates her, more or less, because she hasn't found anything. She was a high school basketball star, when she was in high school, and she won nationals, and that's her claim to fame. Mm-hmm. Now she's just fallen from grace detective that's got nothing going for her right now.
What is this on?
HBO.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Her husband's left her. She's got a slew of complicated relationships with her strange family members and stuff, and she's got a grandkid that she's fighting to keep custody over for more drama. It's kind of a spoiler, so I won't talk that much about it. It's got some very slow, hard beats with typical crime drama where you're just I don't care about these people, and then you find out, wow, I should have paid attention. I should have cared about that person. So it's it's definitely worth the watch if you're into that kind of noir Chinatown kind of feel. Mm-hmm. It's really interesting to see Kate Winslet take on a character where she's just tired and doesn't wear makeup and she's exhausted. Mm-hmm. She's kind of pretty naturally, but still not
Well, typically, all her movies, she's dolled up. Pretty hair, all this stuff.
So she chose a character where she kind of shows herself honestly, and she's just
schlepping around like a schlumpet.
Yeah,
it's just
eating greasy fries and just tired of life and stuff. And it's cool to see that. But I'd give it the watch. I'd wait till it's out so you can binge it, because there's so much minutia between the episodes that you really have to rack your brain to try and remember why this character is important. Mm-hmm. it'll probably be easier to watch and like when you can in a binge. So, but yeah, I've actually enjoyed it. It's if you liked what was that Denzel Washington movie?
Little Things.
The Little Things. If you like that kind of vibe, that dark, weird vibe of stuff, and then sprinkling a little bit of Full House.
just for measure, just
Yeah.
sprinkled about there.
There you go. So
This is the show for you.
it's a terrible review, but yeah, it's got some family drama amidst like heinous murders. So, but yeah, I give it a solid 8, maybe even a little bit higher. But I don't want to rate it anything unsure until I know the ending. It's kind of weird now that I've watched episode 7. It feels like there's a lot of closure, but there's 2 more episodes to go, so I don't know where they're going with it.
Plot twist.
It's going to be like some Usual Suspects.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So there's that. My news. There's a book written by James Clavell in 1975 called Shogun. It's about a British navigator, calm down, Tom, who in the 1800s, who is navigating some sort of Dutch trading ship, and they wreck, or they get in some sort of like where they have to abandon ship, and he gets picked up in East Japan by a shogun army or something. Anyways, FX is making this into a TV show, and it comes out this year. And apparently, it's been in developmental hell for a while. They've had to lose writers and stuff and try and figure out how to do this. This was a TV show back in the 70s, maybe the 80s.
I mean, I hadn't seen actually seen that show, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and but they're giving it like a modern day rendition. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens. It sounds interesting. I always liked that whole the burning tail end of feudal Japan before they just burst into industrial revolution. Mm-hmm. You know, like Last Samurai kind of stories. Those are really fascinating. I
like anything to do with like samurai, ninjas, that kind of. If it's a good story, not the cheesy things. But
yeah,
we'll see what happens. If FX can be kind of hit or miss with their TV shows. So we'll see if they do this one justice. The guy who's making it is Jason Marcus, and he did Top Gun Maverick. Well, he's doing Top Gun Maverick if that movie ever comes out, in The Jungle Book. Justin Marcus. I don't know. I can't read my handwriting. Sorry. Sorry, creator of Shogun.
I feel like this show would be the perfect like Indiana Jones throwback, scene to some samurai comes whipping out with a sword.
Yeah.
He just like
the English guy just pulls out a pistol.
We'll see what happens. Maybe he's got the flu that day. That's why he has to do it. All right. So there's TV show. Bam.
Video games.
So there's a new game out. I watched a good bit of gameplay of this. It's called Hoods and Outlaws.
Yeah.
Came out 10 days ago.
Yeah.
Which I actually showed Mitch some stuff. So it's a 4v4 PvP, but also PvE.
Yeah, it's like a heist game, isn't it?
Yeah. So there's objectives you have to do while dealing with NPCs and an enemy team. Mm-hmm. There's 4 characters you can play as like based on, Robin Hood. So it's like Robin Hood, who's like, who one-shot kill, bow and arrow. You got, Little John, Friar Tuck, who slings like this, the flail thing at church.
Yeah.
With the incense that makes everybody choke and gag. He's got that, and then you got like Maid Marian, I'm guessing, but she's like a stealthy assassin woman.
Yeah, but I don't know if they are contributed to those specific characters. I think they're just
I think they're just named that as like a little bit of a throwback to it.
And they're like dark. They're not like, kidly.
No, this is not a kid's.
Yeah.
This is not a kid's game. There's a lot of blood and gore. So the objective is you have to steal the keys from the sheriff, who's like an armored juggernaut, who you can't kill, but you can stun briefly. So once you get the keys, then you have to find a vault, and then you got to steal a chest, and you have to take the chest of the treasure, and you walk very slowly to take it to somewhere where you can extract it, and that takes time. And in the entire time, the guards, the sheriff, and the other team is attempting to kill you. Mm-hmm. But there's like little mini objectives, like you could take a spot where you can respawn there instead of at the starting point. There's a lot of little stuff going on. Mm-hmm. The gameplay looked interesting. It looked like a fun little, it's not free. I think it's like $30.
When I was watching what you showed me, it kind of reminded me of Assassin's Creed Unity, where you could have 4-on-4, and then like a mix of For Honor with the way the gameplay is.
That is bang on, Mitch. Well done.
It looks like it'd be fun.
Yeah.
But,
looks like it'd be fun.
It also looks like it could be a
frustrating
controller nightmare. Like kind of, with Outriders, how we can't navigate the battlefield sometimes how we want to.
You're
Yes.
stuck on this wall
It
to go
seems
around
like
this
it might be a
corner.
little
Yeah,
bit
like oh man, this 1-inch lip I can't traverse. So that
Yeah.
game, not a lot of. There's a good bit of reviews. It seems like it's pretty much a middle of the road.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Fun
like. Some
read.
people really like it. Some people really don't.
Sumo Newcastle, they're the ones that made it.
Mhm.
Heard of them.
I've heard of them before. I don't remember what other stuff they've done.
Based out of England. That's why you like them so much.
Like I'm a closet
Yeah.
Brit.
You're like Benedict Arnold of today. You're gonna.
He just doesn't know it.
defect.
He was adopted in the UK at one point.
I was actually born in England and I was adopted by an American family.
They have made notable games like Doctor Who, the adventure game, and Sonic All-Star Racing 3.
Sonic
Ooh, Crackdown 3, that classic right there. Sackboy.
Sackboy.
All right, well,
A
there you
great
go.
game. So the game looks pretty good. Like I said, middle of the road kind of reviews so far as gameplay mechanics and graphics.
I would do it. I would play it if it was free.
Yeah, $30 seems kind of. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a brand new game that just came out.
You think Game Pass will probably pick it up?
Probably.
Probably,
I mean,
yeah.
probably in a couple months. But
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, we'll give you an honest review for it.
but if this was made by like a different company, like EA or some one of the bigger ones, this game would be $60 right off the bat, and there'd be like an $80 specialty bundle for really nothing that you need.
I wonder, like what is it? Not Rogue Squadron. What's the other thing called? Squadrons. I wonder that $30 kind of price tag for these pretty games that have like AAA kind of gameplay appeal. It's just small. It's just the replay value is what they're selling you.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how much money those actually make.
I don't know.
I don't know how much Squadrons make.
So
I mean, I
I
know it
like
got
Squadrons
picked up
when I
by
played it.
Game Pass
yeah,
or with the EA.
that's another
Pass.
thing.
Yeah.
How does Game Pass make money? I mean, I get it. We spend
Well,
what?
because you got to spend your monthly pay for it.
Subscription.
But they have
fees.
some games that came out like yesterday that go on Game Pass. Like Outriders. Outriders.
Yeah,
can
but
slap out to Game Pass.
Those people actually probably pay to have it put on there to to let people look at it.
And then what are they going to do? Take it away from Game Pass one day, and then they're gonna,
Eventually, it will. Yeah, like after so many months, it'll come off of Game Pass.
Yeah.
I'll be kind of done with the game at that point.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. We beat Outriders.
Yeah. So-
Yeah, but like PUBG was on or has been on there for a while, but it
But
wasn't to begin
PUBG
with.
was free.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying now that you
Yeah.
can pay for stuff on PUBG, like
Yeah,
there's-
that PUBG. We're getting sidetracked.
It's just something to think
Back
about.
on
maybe.
topic. Coming up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
News.
Coming
coming
tonight.
soon.
Special alert.
EA, whoever the director of Monolith Games was, has now been hired by EA to start their little sub-faction that's directly going to do only massive open world games.
Multiplayer or just open world?
Open world. Just that's what they want to do now.
Okay, so because EA hates single player games.
Yes, they do horrible campaigns for single-player games, just
Right.
like they did for Battlefront 1 and 2, the new ones, not
And
the
they've
originals.
been quoted as saying that single player games are like
We can't make
A thing of the
money.
past.
they're a thing. Yeah, you only make money off of multiplayer games. The EA way, yeah,
Yeah, EA's all.
sell your soul.
So there's that. Also with Monolith, apparently a third Middle-earth game is now in development.
Mm.
Supposedly, well, this is from the Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor series. But this game will apparently take place between the time period of The Hobbit and The Fellowship of the Ring, featuring a new bad guy, which I don't know who, because there's just the one.
Sarah woman,
No, it's Sauron. That's not a real thing.
Saruman's sister, Sarah woman.
It'll probably be one of Sauron's generals that they'll flesh out more backstory behind or something like that.
There's like nothing
I-
in
yeah, I-
Tolkien
nothing.
lore. For,
Yeah, I know.
for orcs and stuff like that. Like, do
No.
they even have how many named orcs are there in Tolkien lore?
Gormoth.
Well, no, Gothmog. He's
Gothmog.
he's the king of the Balrogs,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
or the Lord of the Balrogs. But
No,
he's a
the-
Balrog.
No, the
Yeah,
little,
they named him for the movie.
Oh, okay.
It's like in the Fellowship of the Ring alerts. It's like he was made specifically for the film.
I don't.
Okay.
Is there a named orc?
Azog.
Okay. All right. That's all. That's
There
all.
you go. There's
That's one I can think of. And then there's like the Goblin King. There's that one.
He's just called the Goblin King.
Yeah, that's it.
Here's my card, Goblin King.
Goblin King. Esquire.
Limited Liability Corporation.
So, I mean, because the other Lord of the Rings game, the one that I was kind of excited about, the contract fell through. It didn't get canceled.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still a chance it could be picked back up. It could be done. Not holding my breath for it. Thank God the Gollum game got canceled because I was not going to play that.
You want to crawl around a cave for 4 hours?
What's with Lord of the Rings like having such hard times picking stuff up? Like the TV shows, let's face it, it's kind of hitting some rocky waters lately.
Yeah.
You know, all these games getting canceled.
Yes.
You know, I think the most recent one was the open world one, right?
Yeah.
And that one was like number 4 in the past 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Especially for something that has such a big fan base.
Yeah.
A massive fan base.
I wonder if it's the Tolkien estate just giving them hell.
I don't think so because I don't think that's the case now, especially now that I think they sold the rights. But Lord of the Rings games, there's been a lot of games that have come out, like Battle for Middle-earth 1, Battle for Middle-earth 2, Lord of the Rings Conquest, which was like Star Wars Battlefront, Lord of the Rings edition.
That was actually pretty funny.
I really like that. That game did not get any publicity.
No. If they were to remake that game today, that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, like they had the Fellowship of the Ring game. Sucked. I owned it. It was on PS2. The best Lord of the Rings game I ever played was Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers.
Yeah,
for a PlayStation.
You could, like level up your. It was like Diablo, but with Lord of the Ring characters.
Right? Pretty much.
Yeah, sort of. But you could either play as Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli. That's it.
Well, you can unlock other characters, couldn't you?
Isildur, that was it.
Pretty much.
That was basically just a skin of Aragorn.
I thought
you had the same moves.
I thought you could play as Sauron at some point. Which was
that's the
bonkers.
that's the Star Wars like Battlefront version,
that,
like Lord of the Rings Conquest, I think it was called. But yeah, I did play as Sauron.
Just go around Mason.
That was the coolest thing because all of a sudden you spawn as a character and you have to like zoom out because you're like 10 feet tall and you're just walking up murking people with the mace.
Yeah,
that game was fun.
Yeah,
I used to jump off the wall in Helm's Deep and just go for it. I just started cutting people down in the outer gate. So if they really wanted to do a good Lord of the Rings game, just get something out there. It's like, hey, play this, remaster the Two Towers.
Yeah.
And then in a couple of months, remaster the Return of the King game because that game was also really good, but not as good as Two Towers.
I think it would be cool just to see, and this sounds kind of dumb or boring, but like, not even like a game, but I would like to walk around Middle Earth and just see stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
So
like,
a VR experience of just
like
open world.
Like what is Flight Simulator? You know,
Yeah.
Can there just be like
Middle Earth Simulator?
Middle Earth traveling simulator? You can sing songs while you go down the road. I just want to go to the Mines of Moria and see what's there, and I want to go, to Mordor.
That would take years to do and build because because in
in
Lord of the Rings, like when they first get into Moria, and Gandalf goes, it's a 4-day journey to the other side.
Look, if they can make Skyrim and stuff like that, they should be able to make this.
Yes. And Skyrim came out 10 years ago. So.
Yeah. I mean, they can condense the size of the map, to where it doesn't take 4 days to walk there. But
yeah, but there's people who would want it to take 4 days.
I understand that.
Tom being one.
Yes. Tom wants to look at these trees for 5 hours.
No fast travel. It's like walk to Mordor. Where am I? The Shire.
You will suffer. You will suffer what the Fellowship had to go through.
You will walk. It'll take you 13 months.
Still have those people that tape down the analog stick where it just walks straight for however many hours.
Just eating Cheetos. Like, this is brutal.
This game is a legitimate grind.
That'd be interesting. All right, well, we got to move on to our subject of today's discussion.
Star Wars, the original trilogy.
So before we jump into Let's Murder Tom with our trivia, let's ask some legitimate questions. Do you have any legitimate questions?
Well, I thought we were just going to go over the movies.
I think everybody knows what the movies are. But
these movies.
My wife's never seen them because she won't sit down and watch them.
I have some questions. For instance, why does Obi-Wan never tell Luke Skywalker while Ben is alive that Vader is his father?
I don't know. I honestly think it's because that at that point when they've made A New Hope, they hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, I know the production story behind it. I just wonder if somebody tried to implement a plot device. Excuse me. So,
No, I think because
the only reasoning I could think behind it was because since Luke was like becoming a brand new Jedi, you wouldn't want him to be influenced to want to go join his father because he finds out it is his dad.
Yeah. Hey, the second most powerful person in the entire galaxy is your daddy. And he's a bad guy.
That's the only story reason I could think, maybe, but that's not an official reason. But
so Ben is on Tatooine to watch over Luke.
Yeah, he's basically just keep an eye on him.
But he's like forever away. I mean, I guess like maybe he could sense what the Force saying people are about to cannibalize him. I should probably step in or something like that.
I should. It's like, oh, I gotta go do my job.
But like Luke never knows of his existence until he gets rescued by him.
Well, he
knows who he is.
Yeah, he's talking about old Ben Kenobi. The whole thing. He knows about him.
Yeah, and then
has he met him though?
And then his uncle is just like, it's just some crazy old guy. He's dead.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
He's trying to throw shade. Don't, that's not.
I mean, they
you don't know him
expand on it where like Obi-Wan tried to like talk to like Uncle Owen to to train Luke at the right age and kind of get him going, and he was like, no, get the hell out of here, because they were all afraid that Luke would turn into his father.
Yeah,
because at that point they all knew what Anakin did. The youngling.
I did find a little bit of funny, like not trivia, but I guess fact, as they said that George Lucas was so sure that this original movie was going to flop that he went to Hawaii on vacation.
Yeah.
He said that's where him and Steven Spielberg wrote Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
As their comeback to make money.
It's like their therapy.
He thought for sure that Star Wars was going to fail, and he just wanted something else for Harrison Ford to do.
Yeah, they all thought that except Alec Guinness. Alec Guinness, who did not like the source material, did not like being Obi-Wan, hated to be recognized as it, was just like, looked at the whole grand scheme of things and went, this is going to do really well, though. Yeah. And he's like, I would like in my contract 1.2% of the total.
He was the only actor to be nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
Alec Guinness. Yeah. So, yeah.
Him and his wild hairpiece that is in different positions periodically throughout the entire trilogy.
Well, I'm trying to think of some other...
I mean, these movies were huge.
Yeah, they definitely were for the time being. You got to think, like...
I'm glad I saw them in the early 90s.
Well, from our perspective, we're on the other end of Star Wars, where we were born and we were raised with this kind of stuff. But
we were raised as the prequels were coming out.
Right. You got to imagine like people who had seen action, weird sci-fi movies up to that point. They had never seen special effects like this. They never heard the sound effects done.
Mm-hmm.
You had the robot from outer space was like sci-fi movies.
So like to have something on that level, it'd be interesting to see, like, you got to think, like, Lucas had to have known. I got a good thing going on here. I wonder why he thought it would be so bad. Just because the story was stupid? Because it is?
Yeah.
I mean, but other than that, the eye candy is amazing.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, man, people really like this. And then they made the best of the three, which was Empire Strikes Back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's my personal favorite one. But
yeah, it's everybody's favorite one. If it's not, then you're wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I just like the way that it kind of delves into more, like most movies or whatever. They'll get, oh yeah, this is the bad guy. That's why. All right, good guy, go get him. This one kind of delved into why this guy was a bad guy. Like, and that's, to me, that's like one of the first movies that I remember giving more backstory to a villain.
Because the first movie, there's not a lot of backstory. There's not a lot of, you don't really know anybody's motivations except, money.
Well,
and
so,
the Force.
I mean, Lucas always had an intent to make a bigger story beyond Episode 4.
Yeah.
And the book, I think it's called The Hero of a Thousand Faces. That's what Star Wars is, or at least the Luke Skywalker arc is based off of. So, and it's about the story, the hero cycle of Luke Skywalker, him being not knowingly born into this legacy of, awesomeness. So, it's actually a pretty common thing. So, unlike Delgo, Luke Skywalker George Lucas actually did a good job of adapting a whole bunch of other preconceived story devices into a new idea, and it made it its own. So, yeah. There you go.
Great movies. I'm glad I saw them before all the other nonsense came out in the shows and the games. It was like, original trilogy, and then it was like the explosion.
There's a lot of like, there's a lot of things like the weird stuff, the weird little creatures that are in the background, like eating stuff. You always like look at. I remember as a kid, like, what is that? And then they just go away from it, and you never see it again. And it always like left you enough creativity and imagination in the background, or just some little subtle insert shots here and there of those kind of goofy little, stuff where you could kind of spiral out your own idea of what the Star Wars universe is. And then the problem, I think, is that everybody has their own imagination of what Star Wars is. And where we are today, when people crave and demand there to be some more canon and written hard and in stone universe rules about what Star Wars is supposed to be like, everybody contradicts everybody.
Star Wars fans are the worst.
Yeah, they're absolutely the worst.
I will wholeheartedly say they are the worst.
And I had one question I got is, like, each movie, there's a time, gap in between what happened from the first one to the second one. How much time and, like, what happened between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi? Because in Empire Strikes Back, you have Luke, like, leaving after losing his hand. And then in Return of the Jedi, he comes back in this all black suit, like, totally confident.
Has his own lightsaber.
Yeah. It's like, what happened in between that? I mean,
I think it's like 2 years or 3 years.
I can't remember. That would have been a good trivia question.
oh,
I mean, because they never really expressly state it in the movies or even in the scrolly credits.
well, yeah. I mean, he just kind of shows back up with all this confidence. And
Enough for Han to
You
get
know-
carbonite
Yeah.
sickness.
The funniest thing about Star Wars is people love Star Wars but hate the movies.
Yeah, it's like Americans. We love being American, but we hate this country so much. So, that's just Americans in general. Well. All right, let's go ahead and torture time.
Okay.
You want to go first, Mitch?
Sure. Some of these are easier than others, but I just figured I'd kind of mix it in.
Explain what we're about to do for new
So we have decided, like every episode, we punish each other. And we used to spin a wheel and just randomly pick a person to punish another person with our
Fate
TV
shows.
show or
Yeah.
whatever that we wanted them to watch. Now we're making it a little bit more interesting and including the audience. We're going to ask trivia questions based off of our topics of discussion. And if you can get roughly about 14 out of the 20-ish questions that
Which is a tall order.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, of course, it's rigged where you're going to lose no matter what.
No one's won a category yet.
Unless you are just like a
Today's
savant.
probably going to be no different.
Yeah. So, but I scaled back a little bit on these questions, so we'll see how it goes. Take it away, Mitch.
Well, my first one is, who was the captain of the Rebel blockade in A New Hope?
The captain of the Rebel blockade?
Yeah. That was trying to go after the Death Star, like stop him from getting to Yavin 4. Who was the captain of the ships, like, or captain of the, like, the group of ships?
Well, I don't think it's Princess Leia.
Is that your answer?
I'll say Princess Leia.
It's Antilles.
Yeah, Tom.
Wait.
He was the captain of the ships that was.
Wait,
like,
are you talking about the beginning of the movie?
No. It just says
No, because
of the
Captain Antilles is the captain of the Tantive 4 when they're escaping from Darth Vader in the very beginning of the movie, and he gets choked out and killed.
No.
Yeah.
Wedge Antilles.
Wedge Antilles, he's red too. He's not even squadron leader.
I don't know.
He's not in charge. Red leader was.
It just
And
says
then Luke became in charge when he got shot down.
All right,
Okay,
all right,
well.
we'll flag that one.
Okay.
Circle back. All right. What country was Tatooine filmed in real world? What country was it filmed in?
Tunisia?
You got it. Darn it.
All right. What was the first thing Obi-Wan says in Star Wars movies? Starting, as production canon.
Hello there.
Yes.
Oh, you mean in the prequels?
No.
Oh.
He
Just
says
like
that
in production, like with the original New Hope.
Doesn't he scream the?
Well,
Sandman?
that's not a word, though.
All right.
He says it to what? R2-D2.
What?
Yeah.
Speaking of R2D2, who's the actor that played it? R2D2.
I know that one. I saw that earlier.
Why do I want to say Warwick Dunn? It's not him.
Definitely not him.
I know who it is because he played one of the midgets in Time Bandits.
Hey.
What is that guy's name?
They like the term "little people."
Midgets is funny. I don't remember his name.
Kenny Baker.
Kenny Baker. Didn't I bring that up earlier when you were looking up questions? I was like,
I
he's
don't
gonna.
remember.
Are you tracking score?
Yeah. We'll dependent on the first one, but he's got 2 out of 3 so far.
Okay.
All right. Which character does not have an actor credited for playing him until Return of the Jedi? So he appears beforehand, but he's not credited with any actor.
What movies is he?
He's in Empire Strikes Back.
Boba Fett.
No. The Emperor. He shows up, but there's no actor that's credited as being him.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. No.
Not until Return of the Jedi.
Where's the rebel base located in A New Hope?
Yavin 4.
Yes.
Which main villain dies in the first Death Star because he refuses to accept the rebels can win?
Grand Moff Tarkin,
Yes.
played by Peter Cushing.
What planet is Han Solo from?
Corellia.
Darn.
This is not looking good for me. How many Force users are in the original trilogy? In the movies.
Are they shown to use the Force?
How many Force users are in the original
Are you
trilogy?
including Leia or not?
Yeah, that's what I want to
have
know.
a loaded
Yes.
question like that.
Leia is included.
Yes.
Okay, so Leia, Luke, Obi-Wan, Darth Vader, the Emperor. Five.
6. Yoda.
Fuck. I forgot Yoda.
Wow. Lucky.
Yes, I was, because I was trying to make it a trick question by including Leia, but
What company did Lucas form to create Star Wars Episode 4?
Was it Lucasfilm?
No, it was
Or is it-
ILM, Industrial Light and Magic,
Oh.
which is a famous computer generation company nowadays. So
who was the commander-in-chief of the Rebel Alliance?
Is it the woman?
the
Mon,
other
it was
girl.
like Mon Mothma or something.
Yes.
I like that Family Guy spoof where Peter is Han Solo and they're all sitting around the castle and that lady is like giving them their plans for the battle. And
And
Peter,
Lois is like,
Peter's like, who's that lady over there? Lois is like, I don't know, but I don't like her. It's some other girl, the only other girl in Star Wars. All right. What is the name of Luke's gunner in the Battle of Hoth? He names him.
Dak.
Yep, you got it.
How old was Yoda when he died? It's an exact increment of
His exact age?
no, it's like exact increment 100, 200.
Oh, 900.
Crap.
All right, what creature attacks Luke in Empire? The cave.
It's not a Yeti, even
I
though
know
that's
it's
what it
not a
looks
Yeti.
like.
Not the freaking Tauntaun. What is that stupid thing called? Oh, I know this. Oh! It's on the tip of my tongue. I know this one. Damn it.
5, 4, 3,
I can't think of the freaking
2.
name. I know it, though.
1.
Hang on.
No, it's too late. I'll tell you now. It's a Wampa.
Wampa. Damn it.
That's a stupid Star Wars name. Wampa.
What was Luke's aunt and uncle's name?
Owen and Beru.
Crap. I figured you'd know the uncle, but not the aunt. Okay.
All right, what planet is Cloud City on?
Bespin.
Good job.
Crap. What real-world language is written on Darth Vader's chess piece?
GNDN. Goes nowhere, does nothing. That's from Star Trek, sorry.
Real world language is on his chest piece?
Mhm.
I didn't even know there was actual,
I didn't either.
because you can't see it. It'd be too easy to say it's English. That's a BS question.
Look, you're 4 away from already winning
Damn it! I don't
because I included the first one just to give it to you.
know. Arabic. Why not?
Almost Hebrew.
Oh, really? Damn it!
Well, that makes sense since George Lucas is Jewish. You should have said that.
I forgot George Lucas was of the Jewish faith.
All right. So the line, I have a bad feeling about this, is said in all 3 of the original trilogy. All right. Luke, 3PO, and Leia all say that. What movies does each prospective character say that?
Leia says it in Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
And he said, what, Luke and 3PO say it?
Yeah.
3PO says it in A New Hope. and Luke says it in Return of the Jedi.
Wrong. Luke says it in New Hope. Leia, Empire, you got that. And then 3PO says it in Return.
Does he?
Yeah.
I thought 3PO said it in the beginning of the movie.
No. Luke says it. He's the first one to say it in New Hope. It starts the whole... Because, like, everything Star Wars ever, some character has to say that nowadays.
Oh.
So, damn it.
Well, there's kind of dispute on my last question because you said this person dies. So I was going to ask you who was the only Rebel pilot to survive all 3 original films?
Wedge Antilles.
Yeah, but you said he died.
No. There's Wedge Antilles and there's another Antilles.
Oh, there is? I didn't know that. Okay.
That Antilles is the one who you said was in charge of, like, Yavin 4, but he was killed in the beginning of A New Hope when he's the dude Vader is holding off the ground and choking.
Okay. Well.
But it'd be Wedge Antilles.
Maybe he lived.
Okay, well, I'll give you – go ahead and ask him one other one.
All right, this is my last one. So, Kershner directed Empire. Irvin Kershner.
Why you got to give me the production questions?
What relationship did Irvin Kershner have with George Lucas that warranted him to be picked to direct Episode 5?
Oh, he's his brother-in-law.
No.
What kind of questions? Ask me about the movie. Stuff that happens in the film.
Come on, people know this stuff.
No, they don't.
He was his college professor.
Oh, wow.
That taught him film.
Yeah, everybody know that.
Well, I gave you the first one and I gave you the Wedge Antilles one because I didn't know and I wasn't sure. So you got 12 out of 20.
Oh, you're so close.
But I will give you the
Double or nothing.
double or nothing. So either what were the odds that C-3PO said were for navigating an asteroid field?
23 billion to 1.
3,720 to 1.
Yeah, because everybody knew that.
That's a big part of the movie. People seen that.
Yeah, I remember those. I remember the numerics.
You knew my last question was going to be a challenging one. You're so mad about it.
Look, so you can blame him because I gave you the 2 that I disputed.
Hey, all my questions had definite answers.
So I'm the only one who's gotten close to winning 2 of these.
Yes.
4 ahead of us. Yeah. So.
You didn't have a little bonus question?
I mean, I can come up with one about the production history if you want me to.
No, I don't want.
So spin your wheel and see if you get a movie, TV, or video game.
Oh, I got options.
Why don't you just pick? Why don't you just cut him some slack? Let him pick.
I mean, if you want to.
It's like you want to shoot yourself with a revolver or an automatic.
A shotgun or...
I'll let you choose. I'm a nice man. All right, let's see. Movie.
All right. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
I remember we saw this on a playlist, this terrible movies, didn't we? Yeah.
Bitcoin, the best
Oh.
money we've
That's
Of course, we have to have a commercial.
See, Bitcoin is the
kind of card.
sign of the Martians invading.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Man. It's the title card. You
This
can
is
tell
so
terrible.
1968.
What year was this?
I have no idea.
This is a testament to why Star Wars did so well.
Santa sets up a fantastic automatic toy factory on Mars.
Oh, my God.
I've been saving this one for a bit.
The Martian leader battles the wicked Boldar in a desperate effort to save Santa, the wise man of Mars.
What am I watching?
1964.
Ugh.
I mean, that looks awesome. I'd enjoy that. Absolutely.
Another reason, like you said, why Star Wars did so well.
Yeah.
Because when did it come out? 77?
That was the first one, yeah.
So 10 years after this movie? Or
Yeah.
9 years?
Quite a leap.
Yeah.
Some dude in a cardboard box with a bucket over his
His
head.
head.
A robot.
To X-Wings.
Yeah. Wow. Well, there
So,
you go.
You were close, Tom. Like I said, yeah. I tried to make it easy on you. Like I
I
said,
feel like every time we do one of these, you just start sweating. Like,
I do.
halfway through.
I
You're
was.
like,
It
no.
was like, whoa, he's getting close. There was some of them surprised you got. I would have never had guessed Han Solo's home planet. So
and I would have never guessed his parents or his aunt and uncle's name. I knew Owen, but I didn't know the other
I
one.
mean, they say it in the movies.
you know, like who Antilles and all that other stuff is. So I got another one for
I
you.
didn't know there was 2 Antilles.
This one you should know, and this is just a gimme. But what squadron did Luke become a part of in Episode 5?
Rogue Squadron.
You're right.
Uh-huh.
I never would have guessed that either.
Oh.
It is the actual Rogue
Who-
Squadron.
The actor who plays Wedge Antilles.
Yeah.
Who's he related to? Who's also in Star Wars?
The Emperor.
Ewan McGregor.
Oh,
That's his uncle.
Oh,
Really?
I have seen that on something on YouTube or something before.
Yeah.
The actor who plays Wedge Antilles. Isn't Wedge Antilles in the original trilogy?
That's Ewan McGregor's uncle.
Oh, his uncle. I thought you were
Yeah.
saying Ewan McGregor was his uncle. I was like,
No.
wait a minute.
That doesn't make sense.
All right, well, there you go. That was fun. If you guys...
No, it wasn't.
It was, I mean, at your expense, everybody else enjoys it, so thanks, Tom. You're quite a trooper.
Don't worry, I'm sure I'll get punished next week.
You noble listener, if you have some ideas or some great ideas for trivia or things that you want us to discuss, please contact us on our social media that Mitch put out at the beginning of the episode, and we will do it for the very next episode.
Yeah, if you go to entertainthispodcast.com, on the very first page that it takes you to, there at the bottom there's a suggestions and a review, so you can leave a review on how you think we're doing, and you can leave suggestions on what you'd like to hear or what you
I'll tell you what
like
you
to hear,
do.
know more about. Or
Just put it out there. Lord of the Rings trivia. Like, the audience can submit the questions to you two, and then I have to run the gauntlet of all the questions, and if I can pass the quiz, I'm good. But if I fail, I get double punished.
We'll have to field the trivia because, some people are going to ask some crazy stuff. But yes, please, by all means, throw it out there, and we'll see what we can do. But anyway, we got to get going. So goodbye from
Mitch.
Goodbye from
Tom.
And goodbye from me, Hayden. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Hayden.
Let's get nervous.
Another one. Goddamn.